Hi.
Hi. No echo. This is good.
Here we are.
Great.
So we're just waiting for people to gather for our Good Friday service. So good evening, everyone. Welcome to Unity of Gaithersburg's Good Friday service. And look who I have with me. I'm so excited. Our Jim Goldstein is back from his travels, and we're just so excited to have him here tonight. And we're excited that we are coming out of the gate with this whole live service and with music now. So we are really excited about that. And so welcome to our Good Friday service that is all about our preparation for Easter Sunday, and we are going to have a time tonight where we can just focus on what is ours to release and let go of so that we can rise fully on Easter Sunday. So in that energy of releasing and just really gratitude to be here, let's take a deep breath and let's just open our time together with prayer. So if you feel comfortable, just gently close your eyes and take a deep breath. And yes, and as you breathe deeply, I just invite you just to settle into this time together. And I just invite you to set an intention tonight by being here to be blessed, to release and let go so that you can know at the deepest levels of your being the truth of all that you are. That we can rise in that new awareness and expression. So thank you so much for your presence tonight. Jim and I feel you here. There is no separation, and we know that, and we're grateful for that. So thank you for your light and your presence and your love tonight. And so it is. Amen. So I'd like to start our evening together with a daily word reading. So I invite you just to center yourself as I share some wisdom from Daily Word. And the affirmation for tonight is, as I let go, I move forward, knowing my true nature. I hold on to many things in my life, precious memories, treasures, talents, skills, beloved friends, and family. I cherish them all, for they have helped me become who I am today. I also value the many life experiences I have had that have broadened my perspective and called forth my growth. At the same time, I may hold on to ideas, experiences, and opinions that no longer serve me. Tonight, I am willing to give up resentments, worn out attitudes, and painful memories that impede the expression of all that I am. I consciously surrender and release error thoughts and beliefs. I let go and know that I am enough. I am whole and I am worthy. I recognize that what has unfolded in my life has served me to know more fully my divine nature. My divine identity is the truth of me. It is the home I have never left. In this moment, in this place, I release and let go and move forward, knowing my true nature. And from Psalm 46:10 through 11, let go of your concerns, then you will know I am. And so I just invite you to enjoy this music from Jim, There's Only Love by Karen Drucker.
In this moment, in this place, I remember who I am, letting fear and worry fall away from me. I open my eyes and see there is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love. Now when I lose myself, when it seems I've lost my way, when I go inside and quiet my mind, I can hear Spirit gently say, there is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love. There is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love.
Yay. Thank you, Jim. Well, everyone, if you remember from this past Sunday, we delved into the journey of Jesus this past week, from his entry into Jerusalem up until today. And, you know, his week was pretty heartbreaking for him, as we recall that this was the culmination of his 3-year ministry with his beloved disciples that he had taught intently and mentored. And here he is, being betrayed at the end of the week by not only Judas for 30 pieces of silver, but really his loyal friend Peter, who denied him 3 times, and then his beloved James, John, and Peter in the Garden of Gethsemane slept while he asked them to please be with him and hold space while he was afraid and was praying. And then, of course, the people that cheered him into Jerusalem were the same people that turned on him in the end. And so Jesus was in a very chaotic time, and he was heartbroken. And he was in what we call, in the midst of change, the void. You know, when we are about to make a change or transition in our life, there's something that we get to end in order to have a new beginning. And then there's that space in between, that ending and that beginning. And that's what we call the void. And the void can be chaotic, upended. It can be scary. It can feel dark, very uprooting. And this is what Jesus was going through. But it's like the seed in the soil that needs that darkness in order to eventually bloom into all it can be. This is what Jesus was experiencing. And I can't help but bring to my mind, our experience right now as, we are in our homes, we have a stay-at-home order to stay right here, don't go out, don't socialize. Our freedoms have been restricted, and many of us are, afraid about our work and our financial inflow, all these things. And so it can feel like that we are also in the void because our lives are upended and we can be afraid. And I'm comforted by that beautiful song that Jim just sang, because what we are called to remember in these times, or what we hear in Unity every Sunday, that we are divine and there is a reality that is greater than what we are currently seeing in our external world. And that reality, that big R reality that we call it, is underneath and within and surrounding us all the time. And that reality is love, and that reality is infinite life and wholeness and peace and strength and wisdom. But the thing is, I know when I'm in a space, when my life is upended and maybe in the void, that I can forget that truth. And so what we talked about this past Sunday as a lead-in to this Good Friday and Easter weekend is the art of surrender. That if we can navigate these times in our life to the best of our ability, gently and compassionately, as peacefully as we possibly can, then we tend to navigate the void periods of our life more peacefully and in ways that are more loving and compassionate, more in alignment with the truth of who and what we truly are. Because that's what Easter is all about. Easter is us rising in a new awareness and claiming of the Christ consciousness that we are, the divinity that we are. But the thing is, it's difficult for us to rise in a new awareness and claiming of our divinity as long as we're staying stuck in the past, as long as we're holding on to whatever is our pattern. We have patterns of behavior, old beliefs that run us, especially when life feels upended and we're struggling. And so the opportunity that we have tonight on Good Friday is to focus on releasing, focus on letting go of what it is that no longer serves us, so that we can navigate this void period that we're in, and we can move into this Easter Sunday in a new awareness, in a new claiming of all that we are. Because, and I know that I've spoken about this before, I feel like that's what we're doing as humanity. We in humanity, we are in the void right now. Because I believe that this is the chaos that is leading us to a new birth, a new awakening. And we are here because we are a part of that. And so I'm excited about the possibilities of us contributing to that awakening. And so it brings a new joy and to Good Friday for me this year. Because even though we're in the midst of an experience that is feeling much bigger than us, that this is our time. We have time when we are in our homes right now to reflect, hopefully, more. Hopefully, maybe we can go into a closed room, pull out our journal, and spend a little bit more time reflecting, doing some inner work. Because I call it the journey that we're on is our journey home to ourselves, the home that we've never left. And it's so interesting that we are confined to home, and that the opportunity that we have this Easter is to move into our inner home, our indwelling home. So I wanted to remind us too that because the nature of the big R reality is love and wisdom, that whatever is before us is for us. It cannot not be for us. So what I'm going to invite us to do tonight is to participate in a meditation. And I'm going to, typically, we would have a hand washing ritual tonight at our Good Friday service, but I'm going to invite you to kind of take that experience into your home experience. And we'll get to that in a few moments. But I also just wanted to remind you of the metaphysical interpretation of the crucifixion. It's when we cross out, it's the ultimate crossing out of all that separates us from knowing and expressing our divinity. That we get to release and we get to die to the old, that which keeps us from fully expressing our light, that which holds us back from fully knowing all that we are and expressing that in the world. And so tonight is our opportunity to open to a new beginning, to what we can do and be what we truly are. And it's our time to set an intention to wash away that which is not true of us. And so again, we would do that typically at Unity of Gaithersburg in our sanctuary tonight with the hand washing ritual. With the context of that, if you remember during this week that Jesus washed the feet of his disciples the night that he shared the last Passover meal with them. And because, walking in sandals during that time in the roads of Israel, it was imperative that feet be washed because it was a communal meal. And especially since people reclined at a low table and feet were very visible and close. So only the lowliest servants washed people's feet. But Jesus washed his beloved disciples' feet in humbleness and humility. And it's such a reminder for us as we move through this time to reflect on what we would like to release and let go of, that we also do it in humility and humbleness. It takes a lot for us to let go of what we have been holding on to let go of control, and to surrender to the love and the compassion of our heart. So tonight, we are choosing to let go of what no longer serves us so that we can express the love and the compassion and the fullness of the divinity that we are. So I am just going to invite you now to prepare for meditation and to just take a moment to take a deep breath. And just wherever you are, just settle in and just close your eyes if you feel comfortable. And begin to follow the movement of the breath as it moves in and out. And if busy thoughts begin to distract your focus, just gently and compassionately return your focus to the movement of the breath as it moves in and as it moves out. And I'm just going to invite you now to begin to focus your breath into your actual heart space and just breathe into your heart space. Just invite you to place your hand over your heart so that you can feel your hand's warmth and connection. And so I'm just going to ask if you are willing, just tune into your heart and your spirit right now and just tune in and ask yourself, am I willing to let go tonight? Am I willing to let something that no longer serves me? Can I just let it? Can I let it go? Because what we know is that as we let go of the things that no longer serve us, there is then spaciousness for us to allow the love and the peace of our nature to express more fully in our lives. And so I'm just going to ask you tonight, what belief would you like to let go of tonight that you know no longer serves you? A limiting belief, something that is not true about you, that you would like to let go of tonight. Maybe the belief that not being enough, or that you can't trust, or that maybe you just don't have what it takes to navigate the situation that you're moving through right now. Just isn't enough. Whatever it is, I just invite you to allow yourself to bring to your mind's eye and your heart something that you would like to let go of tonight. That as you release, you would be willing and have more ability and space to express your divine nature. For as we let go, we allow more of the infinite life essence we are to flow. The constriction of holding on to old hurts or old beliefs, old ways of expressing that we no longer serve us. That constriction is opened as we let go. The old is dissolved away. And more life can flow. So I just invite you to bring it to your mind's eye and to your heart and to your awareness. And when you are ready, if you know what it is, if you have something nearby that you can write it down, that's fine. Or if you would just commit to remember what it is that you are willing to release, just remember What is it that you're declaring? And just remember it, or again, write it down. And so how this is going to work between now and Easter Sunday is I'm going to invite you to bring whatever you're releasing, that releasing statement. It could be, I am releasing the belief that I am not enough. I am releasing any unwillingness to forgive. I am releasing my anger and hurt about, and you fill that in. And so what I'm going to invite you to do with that release statement is every time you wash your hands for 20 seconds, that you declare that release. For 20 seconds, let it go and let it wash away. And just practice that in the next 36 hours. And set the very clear intention that what you are releasing will be dissolved by the soap and water cleansing your hands. And then what I'm going to invite you to do is to affirm the truth. That over the weekend, I invite you to craft an affirmative prayer and intention to support this release. And remember, in unity, how we pray is like it's already done, because it is in that big R reality. And so an example could be, I have released the past. I have forgiven. I am healed, whole, and free. It could be, I know I'm enough. I say yes to all that I am. I am courageous and strong. And remember, you're affirming the truth, whether it might feel authentic for you in the moment or not. It is the truth. And after you craft this prayer, just make sure you write it down and you put it in a very conspicuous place so that after you release, as you wash your hands, that you can affirm the truth. You can ground and you can land that releasing in what is true, because you have created space. So between now and the next 36 hours, now and Easter Sunday, I am going to encourage you to spend time in stillness and reflection as much as you can. If you can get outside and take a beautiful connecting walk with nature, and continue your releasing ritual and continue to affirm this affirmative prayer. And take time to journal and reflect on what you have released and what it will mean for you to really let this go in your life, and how you see yourself as a result of letting this go, rising in new awareness of all that you are. What is possible for you as you let this go and you step into a new affirmation of truth, a new claiming of all that you are? Allow your prayer to affirm, uplift, and inspire you. And allow it to remind you that you are already home within your being, and that you are now rising into a greater understanding and claiming of all that you are. So let us take a deep breath. If you still have your hand on your heart, you can release that and just take a deep breath once more. And so it is. Amen. So let's take one more deep breath together. And so now, this is our time to give from our unlimited abundance and open hearts. And as we give each online, we affirm this offering blessing. See if I can get this here. And it goes, divine love, I am, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And I am grateful. And now we get to hear some more wonderful music from our Jim Goldstein.
We are still the children that we've always been. The bad dreams are gone now, and with them went our sin. We are not these bodies born to stand alone. Journey is over, 'cause we're already home. Eyes that don't deceive me, ears that hear the truth, a heart that says, believe me, all I want is you. In this holy instant, the peace of God is shown. The journey is over, 'cause we're already home. And we can sing with our hearts filled with love for everyone. Sing with a joy from inside. No one's ever guilty. No one lives in shame. The past has been forgiven, so there's no one to blame. Without the restless searching, we have no need to roam. Journey is over, 'cause we're already home. Can sing with our hearts filled with love for everyone. Sing with the joy from inside. I know that you're my brother. Come and take my myself within you. Now I understand. Innocence before me, like I've never known. The journey is over, 'cause we're already home. The journey is over, 'cause we're already home. Already home.
Thank you, Jim. So I'd like to close our time together tonight with a poem by Rumi, Sufi poet Rumi. For years, copying other people, I tried to know myself. From within myself, I couldn't decide what to do. Unable to see, I heard my name being called. Then I walked outside. The breeze at dawn has secrets to tell you. Don't go back to sleep. You must ask for what you really want. Don't go back to sleep. People are going back and forth across the doorsill where the two worlds touch. The door is round and open. Don't go back to sleep. So may we go forth in surrender and non-resistance to release and let go. May we be in peace and gentleness. May we love and be compassionate with ourselves so that we might rise in greatness, that we might claim our magnificence this Sunday, for we are awakening. See you back here in my living room at 11 o'clock this Sunday. Thank you for joining Jim and I tonight. Bless you and have a peaceful and reflective weekend. Good night.